Welcome to Be Inspired by Florence Ozo Foundation. I am glad to be very much involved in this program and to share with you knowledge and experience that I have gained over the years of working with more than 20 different organizations. In the first series, we talked about achieving your goal. In the second series, we talked about risk-taking. And here is the third series. The topic is indispensability. Now, what does it mean to be indispensable? In the era of getting to use the social media, you could probably tell that there are tools that more than 80% of the people in the world use. Facebook, WhatsApp, you guessed right. You almost always have to be on one of these very platforms because they're indispensable. Why? It makes communication easier, it makes business processes fast, and it makes decision making of the highest order of choice because these tools are indispensable. Now, in indispensability, the creator of these ideas, because they are adding lots of value to people's lives, they are increasing the quality of people's life, profit, the law of attracting more money to themselves. Their pockets gets filled. Why? Because they are helping lots of people in life and in business find meaning. And it brings me to discussing the steps of becoming indispensable in this world where lots of people are losing their jobs, where lots of people are not finding enough opportunities, where lots of people do not even know what to do. The first step that I think we should talk about is talent discovery. Everybody has a particular talent with which they are given. Talent is probably what you can do better than any other person on the face of the earth. Some people call it genius, but I do not believe it's genius. Of course, some people were born with some good skills. However, I believe talent is something that you have to find. We do not all grow up knowing how to ride a bicycle. Someone had to teach us. It could be a talent, but talent has to sharpen into a skill. I will be talking about skill as a second set. But talent, the first thing that I'm talking about is what you have to find out. If you don't work on yourself, if you do not experiment, if you do not explore yourself in the form of an adventure, how will you know what you're good at? One of the ways to know what you're good at is, what do people say about you? What do they say you do excellently well than other people while you were growing up? What were your cravings while you were growing up? Everybody had something they wanted to do while they were growing up because they understood there were no challenges as a kid. But when we started growing up, we realized there were lots of reasons why we could not achieve our goal. So the first step is to learn who you are. Getting to know yourself is the most important thing that I think can happen to anyone in life today. Because the moment you know yourself, you can go ahead, pick yourself, be in charge of your mind, and begin to direct the use of your mind to the positivity to impact lots of lives. And that's talking about talent, but it doesn't stop at talent. Talent has to be sharpened into skill. Skill is what people pay for. People pay because you're a good public speaker, not because you can probably speak their mother tongue, but you can speak to meet their need. People pay footballers, not because they're looking good. People pay them because they can deliver results. They can score goals. Skill is the only reason why we pay a whole lot of money to go watch artists, musicians, and boxers. Why? Because they are able to go from amateur to being professional. If you desire to achieve lots of goals in life, you must be willing to break that gap of going from talent to being the person who is a pro, who can win all the time. And you know what? Nobody really wants to deal with a loser. Everybody wants to deal with someone who has $1 million skill that they can pay for. If you probably have a wife or a partner and you want to take them out, you won't be looking for the average restaurant. You'll probably be looking for the best. In life, people want the best. Now, we also need to look at the third thing, which is in our ability to network. To be indispensable, you need to have a lot of people in your network. Network is directly linked to your net worth. Net worth is the influence you have around you, and that does not take out monetary equation out of what net worth is. However, it is network that brings about network. We've heard about people today who are probably $70 billion rich. It's because of the number of people that they have in their network. Look at Aliko Dangote. Lots of people in his network. He sells salt, he sells spaghetti, he sells a whole lot of stuff involved in real estate, involved in telecommunications. Millions of people in his network will eventually translate to him having a huge net worth. If you desire to be indispensable also, the last thing that I think you can start to do today, right from now, to increase your ability to become very useful to the world is what's called kaizen. Kaizen is Japanese word for continuous learning. Ability to be able to read, and improve, and improve, and improve again. If you think that where you are today is enough, then there is probably no need to learn again. But if you think where you are today, there is more to learn, as opportunities are boundless, as information are being refined every day, then now is the time to begin to decide how many books you want to read in your field. We have heard from reports that 10,000 hours of commitment to that single skill will make you a professional. 10,000 hours or 7 years. So keep sharpening your saw, keep growing, keep becoming more to you, your community, your state, your environment, your country, and become a global citizen that is committed to continuous learning.